Alrighty guys, '05 Chrysler 300. Guys, you know what the info? I think it was told in because the hood is up. Hey, it came from another shop. Cousin Pookie strikes a freaking again. The dreaded, from what my understanding, oh, it's not on. The dreaded light, the lightning bolt light. Okay, what was that? Whoa, y'all see that light flashing? Oh my goodness. Oh, the hood was already open. Let's go take a look at some. The lightning bolt was on, guys, and it won't idle right. Now, like I say, it came from another, what do y'all see? Brand new throttle body. Now, y'all know this is the car that has the EGR2 gasket. I don't really feel any air leaking past that, but this is questionable. Number one, is it Mopar? Oh, what do you know? It's a Mopar, so they did, Cousin Pookie did something right. Now, is it programmed? I don't know, guys. We got to get in the shop and find out what's wrong with it. It's not idling right, all right? But you know what? It's in the right hands. JT, the car guy. Stay tuned. Alrighty, guys. Let's start a long video. I hope y'all saw that very last short video I uploaded. This 2005 model Chrysler 300. Y'all see that light? It is flashing, guys. That is the dreaded lightning bolt that everybody dread. Yeah, back in the day, we had a lot of trouble with that light and the ESP light on. Now, guys, first thing we need to do, y'all know the drill. We need to go to the computer and find out what the hell the computer sees. First thing I want to go is the PCM. I want to see what code is in the PCM that will make that where we at, DTC, that will make that light. Remember what we saw outside? That was a new throttle body. Look at these codes, guys. Electronic throttle control motor performance bank 1. And on top of that, that was a freaking all three. I got 3 throttle body codes. Now, guys, that was a brand new Mopar throttle body that was just put on. Now, this year model, I don't think it had to be wired or anything like that. Yeah, this thing is idling crazy. Let's go into the hood, guys, because if all I need to do is program, or what they call it, initialize, yes, you can't just, let me explain something before I go out in the hood. You can't just put a part on such as that if your scan tool not capable of relearning it. All right, the computer have no idea what a throttle. Remember, guys, this is all electronic. Okay, there's no more throttle cable. You can't go outside under your hood and grab your throttle and go Those days are long gone. Those are 69 Dartman type days. All right, Philip III. What's my buddy in Canada? Freaking Uncle Mark. Those are Uncle Mark them type days. Those days are over, guys. We are electronically controlled now. Okay, that is actually an ETC, electronic controlled throttle body. Go figure. What an appropriate name, right? Right. Okay, so you just can't put a throttle body, you can't just put an electronic throttle body on your car and think you're just gonna go. No, the computer don't know where the hell you at, where the throttle is at. So the computer might be lost. Now, I'm just talking hypotheticals again. I'm finna go in here and see. I got 3 throttle body codes. This car just left another shop. We're gonna go out here and look at some things right quick. All right, y'all ready, man? Let's get it. Alrighty, guys. Yes. The typical 3.5 V6, guys. This thing is timing belt driven. Yes, there's a timing belt in there. I know, right? Go figure. Old time right here. Now, what was we talking about? I need to make sure my connector is on point. Now, you can't just visibly look at a throttle body and tell if it's okay or not. Remember, it's electronic, right? Ain't no throttle. There's no throttle cable. There's not even a mechanical accelerator pedal. Even that's electronic. Okay, so, but as y'all can hear, this thing is extremely loud. In fact, might be too loud that y'all can't hear me. So, visual. I don't see no early. What I'm gonna try to do, guys, let's go in here. We're gonna try to program it, initialize it. All right, we're back in the car now. Let's turn this thing off and leave it in run because it is idling super high. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if the Cousin Pookie left out a step. So what I'm gonna do is take my tool. I'm gonna go to miscellaneous. Look at that. Learn ETC. Guys, if your scan tool can't do that, you have no business replacing throttle bodies. All right, start learning procedure. TP voltage and AP. Yes, continue. Okay, press and hold pedal to the floor. The throttle must be held to the floor. Press continue. All right, I am pressing on the throttle. I'm holding it to the floor. Press continue. Hold pedal firmly. 4 seconds. Y'all see that countdown? All right, release the pedal. I'm now released, so I hit continue. It's gonna count down some more, and we're gonna find out what happens next. Look at that. Hey, ETC learn complete. Continue. Now, what I want to do, look at that. It's passed, guys. So what I want to do is erase the code and reset the memory. Let's reset the memory. So I'm erasing all the memory that was intact last time. All adaptive memory erase. All right, that's erased. Now let's go. Where's my DTC? Let's see if we can erase that. ETC is the erase. All right, now let's start this thing, see what happens. There we go. All right, I'm pressing on the gas pedal. Look at that, guys. No light. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm idling the way I'm supposed to idle. Holy crap. Did the code come back? DTC's no codes. Are you freaking kidding me? I ain't mad. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm just shocked. You could leave. Now, I'm saying another shop, they very well could have drove this here. They very well could have put this on themselves. I'm just got a habit of blaming Cousin Pookie for stuff. The customer somebody could have told him they need a throttle body, and they came up here and bought a throttle body. Throttle body, let's go under the hood. Look at that. Got my throttle. Let's go under the hood. Alrighty, guys. Look at that. I'm idling about 800 RPM, which is what target idle should be. Now, what I was saying is, there's nothing to replacing a throttle body. So somebody could have told this guy, here's the problem you get from people like AutoZone, these places like that do free scan, code read. They'll tell you the code and tell you you need a part without actually talking to you about what's at question. Okay, just say they went up to AutoZone and had somebody scan it. The guy scanning. Yeah, it looked like you need a throttle body. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, just 4 screws. All right, thanks, man. I heard this guy on YouTube, JT the car guy. He always want me to get Mopar. So I'm headed over to the Dodge dealer. I'll be back. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, he get home. In fact, I got an email from a guy asking me about this in one of the questions on my video. Maybe this him. I don't know. So he takes this 10 millimeter. He ain't even got air tools or electric tools. He just put it on and started up and was expecting to go. So if that's the case, I apologize. This was a simple case of not knowing that you need a piece of equipment to go forward. Okay, because again, guys, to replace the actual part is simple and easy. That's what separates technicians from mechanic. Technician, you know what? I still sound kind of harsh, right? Let me say it like this. The technician may have the resources as well as the proper tools to go that extra mile, to go further. All right. There's no difference between me and a mobile mechanic. Okay. Just say me and Thomas at a Simplified Mechanic. All right. Real good mobile guy, right? Now I got a scan tool that's directly for this vehicle, and I probably can get more out of my scan tool as opposed to another mechanic generic scan tool that can read everything. But this wasn't a scan tool secret. This was a feature, and it's not even really a secret. It was a feature that was left out. So yeah, anybody could have done it. In other words, here's my point. Anybody could have done it had they had the know-how, not know-how, but the know-to. Like somebody had to tell them, you know you're going to have to initialize that when you replace it, right? So anybody could have done it if they had the know-to as well as the tool to perform the task. How's that? Yes. Didn't offend nobody with that one. That's my goal here, guys. I love everybody. So, Cousin Pookie, I want to go out on a limb and apologize. Yeah, I thought you screwed up again, guys. This guy always. And even whoever did it, got the O-ring right. Again, there's no leak. Now you can spray some brake cleaner down there and tell, but there's no leak. So what I'm about to do is driving around the block and make sure everything's good, that code don't come back, things like that, because it's gonna be hard for me to call the customer and tell them, yeah, all we did was reset it. Yeah, guys. We'll see. I'm done talking, okay? Because I might say something stupid and offensive. I've been known to offend. I got a couple of haters on the channel that are already looking for the tiniest of thing to call me a hack. They really think that pisses me off. You a hack. Okay, well, I'm not sure what hack means, but I'll be that. Okay, just keep watching the videos, buddy. I don't care. You can call me a lot of things, but you will not ever be able to call me broke or that's offensive too. Yeah, there's a couple of things you would never be able to call me. Hack is not in that category. You can call me hack all you want to. I gotta go. I'm sounding like a retard right now. Oh, that may have been offensive. I apologize to any. Can we just shut up? How's that? All right, guys, I gotta go on a test drive. Thanks for watching.